Okay, we are making broccoli carrot lasagna. So you are going to need lasagna noodles, some salt for the water, ricotta cheese. This is 15 ounces. We need about 1 cup of shredded mozzarella cheese. We need about 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, a bottle of prepared marinara sauce. This one is 28 ounces, but just right around there. And then this is about a big crown of broccoli, or about loose in there, about 6 to almost 8 cups, because we are going to blend this up or chop it up real fine. 2 medium-sized carrots, some pepper, and let's get started. Okay, so to the boiling water, I'm going to add just a pour of salt, probably about a tablespoon, and then just put these in one at a time. Now stagger the way it falls in. I'm going to let it get immersed into the water and just push it down a little bit. Don't be forceful, let it kind of go down on its own. So we're going to cook this for about 10 minutes. So we have this. We're going to cut the ends off. I peeled the carrots. You want to do that. And then I like to just cut it into some chunks. Okay. Lid on. And we want just really small little portions like it is now. So very small little pieces. Now we're going to add in our broccoli. If you don't have one of these, just chop it really fine. It doesn't have to be this fine, just chop it fairly fine and pretty much minced. So, kind of looks like this. Noodles have cooked for 10 minutes. I'm going to pour off as much water as I can and then fill it with cold water. I'm just going to barely cover the noodles, that way it keeps it moist, while I finish off the rest of the filling. Okay, let's add the filling to a dish we can mix. To that, we are going to add the 15 ounces of ricotta cheese, and we're going to add the Parmesan cheese. To this, we also want to add some salt and pepper. Just depends on how much salt and pepper you like. So probably going to add about a 1/2 teaspoon of the salt and about 1/4 teaspoon of the pepper. So we're just going to kind of smash and stir this in there. If your family doesn't like vegetables, this is great way to hide it. Of course, don't lie to them, but maybe don't say what's in the lasagna. Just serve the lasagna, see if they like it later on in the future. After they've had it several times and you introduce broccoli or carrots, you could tell them, yeah, you do like that. It's in the lasagna I make. For little kids, it's sometimes good to sneak things in where you can. Okay, I think it's about all mixed. I'm going to do a couple of more big swipes just to make sure. Okay, I feel good about that. For this one, for me, I'm going to use 2 8-inch Pyrex dishes. If you're doing just one big one, do the 13 by 9. Okay, I'm going to pour off more of the water from the lasagna. Maybe just have one dish out at a time. And because this is pretty wet, I'm going to get this plastic cutting board just to protect the wood. Okay, let's preheat our oven to 350. Let's put down one of our lasagna. Maybe let's do a couple at a time. So let's put out 3, and I'm gonna grab this filling. I'm gonna scoop out probably about 1/3 of a cup, and just gonna smash it along the length of this. And then do that with this side. Let's see. I'm going to grab just a little bit more for these. Maybe I'll heat that up a little bit more. I think I'll do it afterwards, but let's do 2 of these in the middle of each one. Roll it up. Okay, I almost forgot. We are going to add a couple of spoonfuls of the sauce to the bottom. Maybe 1 more spoonful. Maybe 1 more. Okay. Now, I'm just going to add that right on top. These are not taking up as much room as I thought they would. Let's maybe put them like this. So, on the one that we're not going to use, I'm going to put this piece of foil. If you live with somebody else and they sometimes help you out, or if you're cooking something new and you don't remember how long it's going to take to cook, what you want to do is put like 350 degrees for 25 minutes and or bubbly. And then put it in the fridge, and that way somebody knows how to prepare it. Let's get this into the oven. Okay, let's set a timer. It's actually 35 minutes. So it should be ready now. See how it's all bubbly. I'm gonna just spoon some of this sauce over the top. And to that, we are going to add about a 1/2 cup of mozzarella cheese. If you have a whole pan, we'll add the whole cup. And if you like a lot of cheese, feel free to add more. If you like less cheese, just kind of what you enjoy yourself. And I'm going to just put it back in the oven for just a couple more minutes. We're just looking for the cheese to melt. Okay, let's get it out of the oven. And the cheese is melted. Okay, we want to serve this up hot. You want to get all of the stuff from underneath it too. So serve this up hot, and right away it's really easy. You can prep it a different time and then cook it later. And then serve with some garlic bread. It says all your veggies in there, but you could also serve it with a salad. But there's dinner.